There are still a lot of unanswered questions surrounding Officer Green's death. Just a few hours ago, I spoke to Mobile County Sheriff Sam Cochran, who says the vicious attack on Officer Green was caught on surveillance tape, and he had some new information on whether Wallace was still handcuffed when he got to Metro Jail. Mobile County Sheriff Sam Cochran says surveillance video shows the attack on Officer Stephen Green took place outside of his squad car and just steps away from the docket room at Metro Jail.
It became obvious that the suspect was no longer handcuffed when he exited the rear of the police car. He did not have the handcuffs on, but I will tell you that he also hid that fact because he kept his arms behind his back the entire time as he was getting out of the vehicle, so that Officer Green did not recognize that he was not handcuffed at that point.
Make sure y'all get that whole 36.
Sheriff Cochran doesn't know what Wallace used to fatally stab Officer Green, but says he has greater cause to believe it was something other than the necklace around his neck. Cochran says after Officer Green was stabbed, he went into the docket room for help, where the jail's medical staff tried to save his life.
Almost immediately, personnel from the sheriff's office in the jail, the medical personnel that work in the jail, nurses and nurse practitioners and people with triage kits were there rendering first aid to Officer Green there in the docket room, and then the paramedics arrived shortly thereafter.
After stabbing the officer, Wallace takes off in Green's patrol car with his service weapon inside. Sheriff Cochran says his deputies gave chase down I-10, getting off on the Dolphin Island Parkway exit. Sheriff Cochran says his deputies were among those who fired the fatal shots that took the cop killer's life. Now, this afternoon, I also spoke to Mobile County District Attorney Ashley Rich, who says her office is continuing its investigation as well, gathering all the facts, which it will present to a grand jury to say if the shooting was justified, which she says they have no reason to believe that it wasn't. We'll be